Who's the biggest freak in Atlanta?
Who's the
People
biggest
are
freak?
starting to ask.
Well, I honestly, since we recorded last, have not been able to stop thinking about it. So I'm glad that you, I guess, in the interim time, have you found some answers? I'm guessing you've been looking into
we've
this.
got some contenders.
Mm-hmm.
Some strong contenders. You know, last year's Freak Fest was awesome. Everybody had fun. A few funny moments, some touching tributes to, performers who had died.
Right.
Had been caught in the spirit of the freak, and
Lizard Throat died.
Lizard Throat died. Sweat Bucket.
Yes,
died.
man. Honestly, his highlight reel from like 1998 to like 2010 was just nothing but straight fucking sexual deviancy.
Yeah, he really played street ass. He was kind of the Allen Iverson of freaking.
Yeah. He was like people would tell him to stick to missionary, to stick to just sucking on ears, but you'd see him stick a spatula in there. You know what I mean? You'd see him fuck through a hole in the wall, around a corner even.
Yeah, when you're looking at booty-shaking freaks, and you're looking at Atlanta specifically, there's a culture surrounding this art that goes back centuries, booty-shaking, especially in the South, it really...
Right.
And freaking, too, and getting sweaty with it. Popping a molly and feeling yourself, and
it has such a rich cultural history.
Experimenting,
it's been.
So I'm looking forward to this year's Freak Fest because I feel like it's really going to bring out the best in people.
Well,
or
I'm most
the
excited.
Best in freakle, as they say.
They do say that, and I think you say that, and I'm glad to see that you are back commentating this year. And what I'm most excited for is the DL category. Because it's not every day, when a freak is out and proud and you get to see their freak skills, their sexual freak skills, openly, that's great. But it takes a real covert tactician to be a DL nasty-ass motherfucking freak. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember I actually tried to enter into the DL competition the first year they had it, and they wouldn't let me in because I had a tramp stamp.
Which is literally... Nothing could be a greater example of a non-DL type guy. You know what I mean?
It was. They said.
We were also doing no loads refused cum dumps in the Love's truck stop over there in Buffalo, Texas.
Yeah, I showed up in a crop top with a tramp stamp, and
it said fucking penis zone.
It said park here, and then in parentheses it said with your cum. So
you don't want to give any mixed messages at the truck stop. You want to be as crystal
I don't want to get hit by a
you
car,
Yeah, I don't want to get ran over by a fucking Peterbilt. So you have to be as crystal clear as possible. Park here with your penis that produces cum from it.
It says enter here, and then in parentheses with your penis. Don't stab me.
Yeah. That one's above your navel, like right on your hip bones. Yeah, that one's just right beautiful.
My grandpa died because he had a tattoo that says "Do not resuscitate unless it's with a dick in my mouth."
He came back from the Navy with that one.
And then he had a heart attack, and they said, "Fuck DNR." Yeah,
I ain't gay.
It was sad.
You think any?
Do we have any freaks on the airplane?
We got anybody that fucking bobs up and down on it like a buoy on the fucking airplane, please?
This year's freak off. Last year's freak off was a little bit of a letdown. I won't lie.
I mean, I wouldn't call it a letdown. It was more of like it was down the middle. You had your sort of your pimps. You had your $2 whores. You had your like bestiality type guys.
Yeah, I love those.
Yeah. Not my favorite. Not my favorite event is bestiality in the freak off.
I kind of like it. I feel like it mixes things up because it's like you're looking at all these freaks, these sweaty freaks, and you're like, oh, cool. There's a little dog. You know, and it sucks because, like, the context makes it less cool to see a dog, but
Right, yeah. You're seeing all these like really like oiled up, really stinky guys that just their eyes are completely red and glazed over with just fucking emptiness, and then you see a little Bichon Frise, maybe even a fucking Labradoodle or a Corgi, and you for a split second you go, wow, what a fucking refresher, what a palate cleanser, and then you remember what the dog's there for.
is there to get pounded out? So, like a chicken fried steak.
Yeah, the way you tenderize a chicken parm before you put it in the oven.
Yeah, I like the free cooking where they put spit and cum into the food and then they give it to people and who eat it, and then those people jack off and then they come and then they poop and stuff. What do you feel? How do you feel about that, Jake?
I think the winner of that event was the lady that was that lady that made sourdough bread with her cooter yeast. Probably
Barry Weiss.
Barry Weiss. Yeah. Barry Weiss. She was like, you know what I could go for right now? A nice fucking pumpernickel. And went to town on it with the shit that comes from her fucking no-no zone. And it was gross as shit. But a real ass sexual freak move to make something, to make like a 10,000-year-old food item. From your fucking jouage.
Yeah. I will probably make it with pee.
You make bread with piss?
Yeah, I make bread out of pee for everybody who comes to my house. And I say, you won't even know it's in there. And then I'll say, how does it taste? And they'll say, it tastes like somebody pissed. Somebody pissed in a bunch of bread.
How's this taste, bro? I worked on it all day. It tastes like somebody pee-peed in here, big dog.
Oh, no. This is my classic yellow bread I make. It's called yellow wet bread.
Yeah, like you invite your in-laws over and you're like, yeah, I've been working on this recipe. They're like, dude, is this piss bread? No, this is just my family recipe. This is yellow wet bread.
Yellow wet bread.
Yellow wet bread, the classic white family recipe.
It's good. I'd eat some, but I had a huge breakfast.
I had a bunch of rain and fucking peach rings, hence the neon green sort of tint to the bread.
Yeah, you should try my. I like making brown slushes, and I use dirt for that.
Is this
we'll keep it PG.
Thomas,
I don't use poop for anything. That'd be really gross.
Is this a poop margarita, Thomas?
It's funny you ask. It's based on a poop margarita recipe, but I just sort of I didn't do that. Did something else. I was just looking up poop margarita, but I didn't put poop in it. So I just substituted lime juice instead of human poop.
So just a normal margarita.
Yeah, just a regular margarita. It's only brown because I used a similar recipe, so might be some stuff that's brown in there.
Yeah. This is stomach bile,
No, yeah, if it tastes like poop, I used a poop substitute, so yeah, no worries at all. If you're allergic to poop, it's all good.
Vegan poop substitute. Yeah, so you can get your fill on some piss bread, poop margarita.
You're having people over you don't like. Are any of you guys allergic to my shit and cum? No, not on paper. Cool. Yeah, I was gonna make a big fucking pile of.
Dan, I remember your wife telling me she had a food allergy. That was to piss and shit and cum, right? She has celiacs and a nut allergy. Right, piss, shit, and cum. Yeah, got you. Okay, cool.
Cool. Yeah, I was gonna make icicles out of blood, but I could make something else, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna make pea sickles. Cum.
I made a new kind of root beer where I throw up.
I just made you a nice ice cold mug of fucking human vomit. See how you fucking like this, dude.
Do you like this, bitch?
Your stupid ass wife with all her food allergies.
Oh, we're your new bitch ass neighbors. I made a new pie for you to have, and it's my skin.
You just come over there like your entire forearm is just sinew, like just red viscera, like a little bit of bone showing. I made you guys a pie. Welcome to the neighborhood. This is cherry, rhubarb, cinnamon, and my flesh. It's just
it's the only way I can get the lattice down on the crust.
Yeah, is using my own skin. I can only make one of these like every 3 years because the grafts take a long time to heal up.
Dude, honestly, if I could, probably the perfect food I'd make would be like bud, like weed, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then just like pure like vibes and like hella laughter, if I could put laughter into it. What do you think about that?
Really fucking sucks, man. It really sucks, Thomas. I'm not gonna fucking hold you, Blair. That fucking man, that sucks. I hope I never meet anybody that says that to me in earnest, because that would really piss me the fuck off. Even as a joke, it made me. I recoiled in anger. Yeah.
Honestly, what if they could make a food that I'd love making?
Yeah, you know what's on tonight's spread? Oh, y'all are coming over. What's on what I'm cooking tonight? Fucking just good ass vibes, and like
motivation,
like, kind ass bud. You know, just like passionate, like sweet love making. You know what I mean? That's
what if I don't know, like something that tastes like warm honey, and then like I don't know, like
alkalized water.
Yeah, maybe like a woman's love, and then like. Shoe polish, and then
yeah, a fat, just a big beautiful woman's love, and cocoa butter.
Honestly, like I wish they could make a candle that just smelled like
women,
like good vibes and like big fat as fuck ass like ethnic women. Some guy's the person that looking around.
Yeah.
Honestly, like fat ass women of color, and he's just like looking from side to side.
You moved to New York or whatever, and you're fucking hanging out. Like your first week there, the fucking party is somebody's apartment. They have like, you know, like a nice incense collection. And you're like, wow, patchouli, lavender. And you get really loud, dude. Honestly, they should make like incense and candles, but like just like of just like fat brown women, just like their scents and their smells. Because honestly, like lavender's fine, but like this place would smell so much better if it smelled like a really fat, like stupidly fat Puerto Rican woman.
Oh man, I wish it smelled like Indian people of size here.
You're like a fucking Zanzibar. You're like a Michelin restaurant. You call the waiter over. What's the scents you guys using? Oh, it's lavender, chamomile, all natural oils, and then just a little bit of balsam wood that we put just in above each rafter. It would taste so much better if this was the piss of an Indian girl. If you could throw some of that in the air vents for me.
Anybody else at this auto shop wish it smelled like black guys in here? Because it's a comforting smell for me.
Right, yeah. First day at work. Like, they're playing like fucking Motorhead, you know, Anthrax, fucking Iron Maiden, like the old shit. You're like, could you guys like, there's like a brake fluid smell in here. Yeah, it's a fucking machine shop, dumbass. If you could just make it smell like black, like muscular black youth in here, and if we could just get some like cheek sounds, you know what I mean? Just back shots over the Bluetooth. That would honestly, I would be so much more productive.
Dude, my aunt makes the best back shot pudding. You have to try it, dude. It's so good.
Yeah, back shot pudding, piss bread, yellow wet bread.
Oh, what the fuck? I got back shots for Christmas again? What the fuck?
Yeah,
I'm gonna get you a note for your birthday. It says I owe you 1,000 back shots.
My 30th birthday. You send me like one of those like scrolls. It costs like $200 to like with like the feather quill pen or whatever. I'm like, damn, Thomas, what the fuck? You know, it says Thomas Maxwell White owes you 1,000 crisp back shots. March 15th, 1994.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
That'd be cool.
Just like a really like the youngest child of like a deeply Southern family who's like, but Ma, the oldest always gets back shots, and there's no back shots left to go around Christmas for the little baby. It's like pulling fucking Polaroids out of his stocking, his mom's ass.
It's like a Catholic. Mom, everybody at school is getting back shots except for me.
Yeah, like a Keeping Up with the Joneses style, like rich kid. Dad, I saw that the neighbors got back shots this Christmas. Billy lives down the road. His dad's a dentist. You're a lawyer. He told me that he got 10,000 back shots for his birthday, his 10th birthday. Well, I'm 12.
Look,
so.
We have back shots ready for you for when you graduate, but right now they're gaining interest, so when you're old enough, you'll have enough back shots to do whatever you want to do.
You know those Sweet 16 like bait videos where like the girl, like their parents take her out to the driveway and it's like a really badass Beamer and she's like, I wanted a red one, and throws a fit, and like all the comments are like, kill all women, kill all girls, kill the whole family. That same thing, but just a tarp in the driveway, like a blue one. It's like baby oil on it. Here's your back shots for your Sweet 16.
Yeah. Well, look, we were going to give you back shots, but we want to wait till you can at least have a prostate orgasm.
Are they talking to their gay son? Yeah, that could work.
Just their son.
Just their normal straight son.
He's 10.
Yeah, he's 10.
I don't know when you can start having prostate orgasms.
It's not really something I want to dig into, to be completely honest
let's see. Let's look it up. I was looking up a soup recipe.
Prying minds are hard to...
I had Googled, so I have a creamy mushroom soup, and then I looked up Larry David Carr and how to cancel LA Fitness. When can man have prostate orgasm?
Thanks for Googling that so I didn't have to.
I spelled it wrong. I spelled orgasm wrong. Well, when the prostate gland is stimulated or massaged. Well, I know that. Age.
Dude, come the fuck on, man.
It doesn't even show me.
Of course it's not going to show you. That is a question that a fucking deviant who belongs under the jail would Google.
I'm wondering when I could have, if I wanted to have one, when I could have had one in life.
Listen, you're going to be 20, 25 this year? I'm sure you're capable of.
I don't want one, but I wonder, let's say if I... Because now it's too late for new beginnings for me already.
Yeah.
But, if you start early, I imagine, let's say you have your first prostate orgasm when you're, I don't know, 6. You probably, if you grow up doing it, Yeah. But, you probably can't have one as a man. I don't think you can get prostate cancer. I don't think you can get a prostate orgasm.
Yeah, that's more in line, I think, for guys like you and me. This is the former, not the latter.
I get prostate cancer when I'm like 15. I'm like, so is it too late to have a prostate orgasm?
That's your biggest. The fucking.
Is it okay if I start putting stuff in there now?
The oncologist, like the fucking. There's like a gastro there, oncologist, and they're like, it is stage 3. So not terminal, but we want to be honest with you about managing expectations. This is 20 to 30% chance of survival if we start today. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's cool. I mean, I guess my biggest concern is can I start putting big ass shit up there, like just big ass tubes? Start putting hospital hoses.
So will my wife probably have to put a finger in there sometimes?
Can I put a 1992 Chevy box truck water pump up there just to see if it would fit diameter wise? I got a couple laying around in the shop.
So I probably should like always have like lubricant and stuff in there, right? It's for the cancer to get out.
Yeah, for the cancer to fall out of my butt. just to have some WD-40.
Is it like Q-tips where if I put stuff up there, it'll push the cancer further in and pack it?
Yeah, is it like cleaning my ears when I get a tickle in my ear? Like if I fucking wipe my butt, will it go further in my colon and make me more cancer?
Do I need this? Is this from falling asleep on the Sibian?
It's like a very stoic Asian doctor. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, regret to inform you, it's stage 3. So, might want to get your affairs in order. Yeah, could this be because I would drive fence posts on my ranch with my ass cheeks and butt and balls, and from the Sibian riding? Would that possibly be a contributing factor?
Is this from nipple play, or is this from seeing boobs at some point?
Is this from watching homosexual pornography? Because that can't be the case. Because I never did. It wasn't sort of my thing.
I jacked off one time when I was younger. Could that have caused this?
Yeah, my youth leader told me I'd get ass cancer if I masturbated. Is that true? Is that what caused a lot of this? A lot of the cancer in my butt?
You're trying to draw the attention away from the ass cancer. Could this be from fucking your wife?
Could this be from giving your wife fucking earth-shattering orgasms with my fucking normal-sized penis?
Do you think this could be... Do you think animals are having sex with me while I'm asleep and I don't know about it?
Could this be from me standing in your daughter's window for several hours and looking into it and humming?
This doesn't have anything to do with drunk driving, right? Not like around here where you live.
This doesn't have anything to do with me putting makeup on your son, does it? Because that would complicate things for me. It's probably one of my favorite things to do.
You can't get cancer from like faking a birth certificate and like enrolling in your son's school, right?
You can't get cancer from getting a fake driver's license and a social security number and going back to high school to be really good at sports, can you, as a grown man? That couldn't be the cause for my stage 3 prostate cancer, could it?
Surely this isn't from lollipops, right?
Surely. Just a fully grown, like 55-year-old. Surely this isn't from lollipops and sweet candy, correct? There's just no way.
No, it's likely entirely unrelated.
It's likely from...
now, obviously, certain diets can help prevent certain types of cancers, but a lot of that, the evidence is, a lot of cancer is largely genetic, Now, I wouldn't recommend starting to eat these candies now, especially you're dealing with a serious illness here.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, so you should be okay. So there's no special sweet candy that'll make the pain go away in my googly butt?
Well, we will be prescribing you OxyContin. You are a cancer patient, end of life, or approaching it, so you do get that type of stuff. Can I put it in my butt? Can I boof the oxy?
Can I jam it in my butt and then put all my clothes in there too?
Doctor, what is the policy on boofing my OxyContin and putting my underwear up there too?
Will I be going to prison?
No, I mean, I wouldn't recommend. We do have opiate suppositories if you want, but normally we just give them to people who have digestive issues. I wouldn't recommend putting underwear up there, but I guess it is your life, and you may be dying. So, I mean, if you'd like, sure, why not?
Can I put your underwear up there?
No, I mean, well... we do fecal transplants, so I mean, maybe it could work. Yeah, I'll give you a pair after this. Honestly, man, like I'm not a very good doctor at all. You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of mostly just like a serial killer, really. At this point, I'm surprised I'm still able to practice medicine. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I love having cancer.
Yeah, dude, me too. That's
why
I'm the
I
cancer.
Could get more cancer?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, the reason I'm the cancer doctor here at the hospital is because I also have a bunch of it. You just got to expose yourself to, like, cesium and stuff, like a whole bunch. Stand in front of the microwave, rip the door off on the safety latch, and just stand in front of it.
I'm going to prescribe you 1 million types of cancer today. So if you just go to the pharmacy, they'll give those to you. They'll give you breast cancer, ovarian cancer, bone cancer,
Prostate.
blood cancer, hair cancer, eye cancer, back cancer, heart cancer. They're going to give you a cancer that makes your poop brown or something. And car cancer.
One time at Thanksgiving, my aunt told everybody that she thought she had. My aunt's very stupid. She told everybody that she thought she had prostate cancer. This is a grown woman, and she was like freaking out. I remember my mom asked her husband, my uncle, like what was going on, and he was like, "She thinks she has prostate cancer. I keep telling her that women don't have those." And she had, I don't know if it's Munchausen or Hypochondria, whatever one of those is when it's bad, you know what I mean? But she was like really fucking dumb, like supremely stupid. She insisted, we were at Thanksgiving, she insisted that Mexico was the same as Spain. Like the Spaniards, like they weren't or whatever, like Spain and Mexico were the same place. Like they exist obviously across the Atlantic Ocean, but Spanish was there always. Like it wasn't a language that got there. You know what I'm saying? You know, like she was like, "Oh no, like they always spoke Spanish down there." She was one of those people that would just say stuff. You know what I mean? In your head, you're like, "None of this is true." And she was like, "Yeah, they always spoke Spanish down there. They spoke Spanish down there for 1,000 years. It's, whatever." Anyway, yeah, she was like, "Oh, I think I have prostate cancer," and we all made fun of her a bunch. We were like, you can Google it. Like, she's like, well, it says that I don't have one, but I think I have all the symptoms. And as it turns out, she just had hemorrhoids. But like,
let's go.
To be a woman and to be like, I think I have, like, maybe I was born. She thought she was like born with a prostate. You know what I mean? Like she knew that men had it, but was like, no, I was born with one. Which
That's
is so
sick.
awesome. Yeah,
to like that.
To be like. To be a woman and to be like not an 8-year-old and be like, well, I was probably one of the very few women born with a prostate and also it has cancer. So, all of you guys need to feel bad for me and tell me what to do.
I respect that. That's some shit I would do. I'd be like,
telling me you have ovarian cancer and you need to get your affairs in order. I'm like, Thomas, you don't have ovaries. And you're like, I think I have one of them. Yeah. Maybe just ovary, singular, not necessarily plural,
No, if I could ovulate, I would probably get so horny.
I was hanging out with my buddy Vicar one time, and one of his buddies, we were all just like sitting around bullshitting, like fucking just like getting drunk and watching UFC, and one of his friends, a mutual friend of mine, he was like, "Yo, what would you do?" Just randomly was like, "Yo, what would you do if you were a girl for a day?" And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "What would you do if you were a girl for a day, bro?" I was like, "I don't know, man. That's so weird, He's like, "Just answer the fucking question, dude. It's fucking hypothetical, whatever." Like, it's like, I don't know, man. Like, probably like fucking, like, look at my tits or something. I don't fucking know, I fucking. And just without skipping a beat, he goes, I'd let the homies hit so they could get some practice in. Just like dead serious. I let y'all hit so y'all could like learn how to fuck. And I didn't know what to say because he's very good at like being very serious. So I was like, oh, that's funny. And he's like, yeah, because none of y'all know how to fuck good. I can tell by looking at you. So I will let y'all fuck me a bunch. And I knew eventually that he was joking, but it was one of those UFC watch parties where you have like the guy's house who lives there, which was Vic, and then his friend Zach, like I'm talking about, and then other people who don't know the dynamic of friend group A. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Friend group A, and you have a couple guys in there who are like, dude, the other day I was like dick deep in this goat, and he turned around and bit my nuts. It was very, and everybody knows it's a joke. There was like mutual friends there, guys with like Roth 401k, like guys with savings accounts and shit, real adults. And he looks to them and he's like, if y'all were girl for a day, would you let me hit? like trying to like return the get them to like reciprocate the hypothetical. Would y'all let me fuck if y'all were going for a day? And they were like, what? What? And he was like, look, I'm not joking. If I was a woman and I had like a nice set of tits, would you let me fuck to get practice in? And just like watch like a normal UFC fight night like devolve into this guy mentally torturing like friends of friends who like just wanted to watch Conor McGregor fight Dustin Poirier or whatever the fuck. It was so awesome.
Nah, I'd be normal. I'd probably just paint my toes white and then I would finger blast myself in the mirror.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah,
just normal shit. Or, you know what I'd probably do is I'd go do a murder-suicide and nobody would suspect me.
Yeah, that's a good point. You know, women's side, the courts.
Nobody would know it was me.
Yeah.
They'd say I was some girl.
I was just some bitch.
They don't even check the ID.
The CCTV nothing.
Some fucking broad kills
It was just some idiot. Yeah.
She was trying to point her gun towards the fucking shopping mall. She thought it was her credit card.
It was probably some dumb blonde who was just trying to pull out her credit card and then killed a whole family with an M4.
Oops. Somebody. Oops. Oh, this is why we can't have nice things.
This is why women don't need to fucking operate guns and machinery.
She was trying to put a piece of toilet paper on her cooter, and instead she fucking blew up a judge.
She did a mass shooting at a fucking Kohl's.
dumb bitch kills 8.
Yeah. The stupid whore accidentally guns down 15 at Target.
It just shows the footage. And it's just a helicopter zooming in on like her cleavage or something. Oh, wooga!
Yeah.
Hamana.
This is Wolf Blitzer of CNN. Breaking news. Hubba. Stupid blonde bitch kills 15 at Target in Des Moines, Iowa. She's got a huge set of tits.
And some nice feet. All right, let's zoom in on. Cameraman zooming on those feet. They're covered in blood now. Looks like she's stabbing somebody. She's probably trying to trim her damn nails.
He's probably trying to change her fucking tire. Ain't that right, fellas? Ooga.
Oh, my goodness. She's having such a good time with this shooting. She's probably sweating her weave out. Isn't that right, Don Lemon?
Don Lemon, yeah. Hi, it's me and Don Lemon. The top of her thong is peeking out of her Lululemon jogging shorts. And it looks like we are in for a real disaster here, folks. The body count is climbing, and I cannot stop staring at those heels.
And I just know she's probably excited for this new Drake album coming out soon. That probably gets her thing wet. Who's with me?
Back to you, Wolf.
Wolf, stupid. You're a guy. You work here.
You're a motherfucker.
What would you say her motive might be?
Well, I would argue that she's stupid, for sure. She's dumb, for sure. And a broad, you know.
Because I'm worried she might want attention from guys.
Yeah, I was just about to say, she can't find a husband. That's probably what led her to do this, because she lives such a promiscuous lifestyle and doesn't know how to cook or clean. Only knows how to, not be a submissive housewife.
Yeah, she's probably such a benjo.
Yeah, she's probably such a hoobin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm surprised she can even see through that scope with those double D fucking tits. Oh, and she killed a baby. Wow. Looks like she's eating the baby. And the baby's blood is getting all over those stupid boobs.
Like 20 years, one of those like fucking, like one of those like, Opus Dei fucking like incel guys, but like she starts working for a local news channel. Like in fucking, I don't know, Boise or some shit. Looks like she's breaking. We have an active shooter situation on top of a parking garage just outside of the Whole Foods in Boise, Idaho. A helicopter is going directly what looks like to be the Whole Foods, and we see the ugliest, dumbest bitch I've ever seen with the hugest, fakest cans in the world struggling to put a scope on a Dragunov. Right, because she's stupid, because she's a dumb whore. Correct. And she can't chamber the round because she's fucking retarded. All right, and her hands are shaking because she hasn't had any water today, only Adderall and hot chips.
She's probably scoping the building for a place to charge her phone.
Yeah, they're doing like they've got her in custody and they're going through the footage of like her casing the fucking Whole Foods. Looks like she was
beautiful, trying to these beautiful Chinese hands reaching for the trigger.
She's clearly white. Oh, that would suck. That would not be any good.
Yeah, that's okay. If I was getting shot by a female mass shooter, I'd be really respectful. I'd act just as scared as normal.
You know, I'd probably like. I'd probably
just kidding. Some guy like, oh yeah, now's my chance.
Yeah.
Now I get to tackle a woman and be a hero.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Some guy had just
the most Indian fantasy in the world.
Some guy, yeah, it's just some fucking some Indian guy.
You have to save the world by tackling a 100-pound woman.
A 100-pound sorority girl. He's just been grinding inches away of teeth per night, just fucking jacking off 7 hours a day. It's like, you know, your average male fantasy is like, you stop a mass shooter, and it's like a guy who, like, very similar to your athletic build, maybe a little bit more jacked than you. And you just like simply dispatch him with incredible fucking jiu-jitsu and like close quarter combat. But for the Indian guy, yeah, it's just like a 98-pound communications major from like Texas State with like ombre hair.
Yeah.
You all right, buddy? You doing good?
Yeah, there's a bunch of wildfires going on up in the Panhandle.
Oh yeah, there's like 500,000 acres is just fucked up there. Is the smoke bad?
I wasn't really paying attention. I was out there all day. I don't think so. I don't think I'm really close to it.
You come outside. It's like right up on the front porch.
I don't really fucking care.
Who gives a shit? I'm moving anyway.
You know, at the end of the day, I got 2 lungs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If one of them is fine, it is what it is. But yeah, you know, the thing about wildfires is I know pretty much everything about them, and they don't scare me. You know,
I feel you.
I don't get how there are wildfires in the Panhandle because I don't know what there is to set on fire other than like cotton and tumbleweeds.
Well, I feel like they have a lot of
the great forests of of Lubbock, you know?
Northwest Texas. Well, don't they have like a lot of farmland out there, or just like like public land or like private land?
Yeah, there's a bunch of diaper land up there.
One of the cool things I liked about Ireland is they have this thing, like I guess in their constitution or whatever, called like the right to roam or like the right to wander, where like you can just go camp as long as you don't start any fires or cause trouble. You can just go camp on somebody's land. And I think something crazy like only 5% of land in Texas is public. Technically.
Yeah, 850,000 acres is on fire right now.
That's badass.
Who cares?
Anyway, I can't imagine trying to camp on like some guy's land in like, Borger or whatever, up there in the Panhandle.
Yeah.
You just have sex with your body a bunch. Cut you up in little pieces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'd probably be fine in a wildfire.
Do you think your body could withstand the temperature, or you just think you know what to do?
Very easily. It would not be difficult for me.
Yeah. Is it just that you have like a high pain threshold, or your body is just not? It's impervious to burns, to burn damage.
Impervious to burns, and I can't be killed in any way. Apparently, thousands of cattle are going to die, which sucks.
Free steak, baby. Let's go out there and get some fucking chops. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's okay. There should be buffalo out there anyway. That's my take on it.
Didn't we kill a bunch of them? Did we kill a bunch of buffalo or something?
We killed quite a few. I mean, we didn't personally. Second largest fire in Texas history. The first of which was my damn mixtape. Holla holla. Yeah, we're back.
What was that one called?
What?
Your mixtape.
My mixtape. It was called Turn Up the Jam and Put Something in There.
Okay. Turn Up the Jam and Put Some in There. Who produced that one again? You were telling me that.
Smokey J in the Electric Factory of 15 women.
Smokey J in the Electric Factory of 15 women produced your mixtape. Turn it up and jam something in there. Is that correct?
Yeah, turn up the jam and put something in there.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and my favorite song on it, it was called Smoke All the Love Out of There. You remember that one?
Yeah, I remember that one. How did it go again?
It was an ode to smoking weed. Smoke all the love out of there, out of your butt. There's a smoke in there. You got a smoky tail, wearing smoky underwear. Get the smoke out of there. Smoke all in your hair. Smoky, 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 smoky.
I think I remember it now. You don't have to keep singing it. I think I got it.
Yeah, it was a big Billboard hit.
Yeah,
it was actually number 1,000 on the Smoky Dokie charts.
On the yellow wet bread charts. Yeah.
Yeah. It went wood.
It went viral on Shit Fork or whatever the fuck. Yeah. On Piss Bread. Yeah, I've been uploading.
Went viral on. We went viral on the online.
Yeah, I went viral on the computer. I uploaded my mixtape to fucking Fat Piss.
You were telling me you were working on a little something in the music industry.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just like my rock opera. Like I would be listening to a lot of Queen, and I was watching a lot of Rent and American Idiot, and I just like the political, the way you can say so much about politics in a rock opera. You know what I mean? It kind of like,
absolutely,
it softens up the listener, expecting like it's theater, but like there's a lot of impactful statements in it, like like Act 1 is like, damn, Hunter Biden got a big nutsack. And it's just basically like how big his nuts were and how wet they would get when he would smoke a bunch of crack and get sweaty, and the sounds that they would make. And that's the first act. The second act is, do you think it still work? And it's like a study of like the human condition, like the male condition, but it's about whether or not his dad, Joseph Biden's penis still works.
I like that.
Yeah, and then the last act is called fucking Kaboom, and I blow the whole theater up. We've only done one production on Broadway.
How'd it go?
Really bad. A lot of people died. But more than anything, I was just happy to get it off the ground. You know what I mean? Because I saw Lin-Manuel Miranda do Hamilton, and I saw Andrew Lloyd Webber do all his stuff, and I thought I could do that. But I wanted to make it about politics. I wanted to make it mean something. Like how Rent was about the AIDS crisis, and how American Idiot was about Bush, and how Bohemian Rhapsody was about, I guess, having AIDS or something. You know what I mean?
This is about Queen.
Yeah, it was about the Queen of England,
yeah. Yeah, musicals are hard because so many people like them. And it's such an easy format, so easy to have a good musical, a great musical, Whenever I wrote my first musical, it was, you probably haven't even heard of it. It was called Snow White and the 1,000 Dwarfs.
Oh, it was like a reimagining.
And it was sort of, but instead of 7 dwarves, there were 1,000 of them.
And what were some of their names?
Stampy.
Stampy, okay.
Grampy.
Grampy, all right. He was the old one. Gotcha.
Lampy.
Okay, Lampy. He was bright. He was smart. Okay.
Yeah. David.
David. He was okay. He was the guy from the Bible. Okay.
Noah.
Noah. Okay. Cool. Great. Okay. You had dwarves with biblical names. You did the Jesus one. Okay. He was the
Jesus. Different guy.
Mexican Jesus. Gotcha. Okay.
Black Jesus.
You have Black Jesus dwarf. Okay. Very good.
Jesus Negro. That's Mexican Black Jesus.
Jesus Negro. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, what's up, man? I'll be helping you out with the car today. I'm Jesus Negro. It's like, you gotta drop your car off, get your brakes done. Yeah. I'm Rob. Names in the store. The guy that actually be doing your brakes is over there. Puerto Rican fella. Jesus Negro. Hi. Me llamo Socobo. Hey, what's going on, man? It's Jesus Negro. It's like a California exit. Hey, what's going on, man? Jesus Negro. How's it doing? How's it going, dude? It's crazy to meet you. Hey, is your name? Would that be Jesus, like Jack Black, Jesus Black? Yeah. It's my brother. That's my long lost brother, Jack. Yeah, we grew up together in Puerto Rico. He moved to L.A. to do the fucking movie thing, but me, I like working on breaks. I like working on breaks and staying true to my original name. He went to black, to fit in with a white Hollywood, but me, I'll always be Negro Man.
Yeah. I'm actually named after my dad's favorite band.
Oh,
Negroes, yeah. Sabbath.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually named after my dad's favorite AC/DC's album back in Negro. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Jesus, nice to meet you, dude. That's crazy, man. Yeah. So fucking. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, good old Jesus Negro.
Probably can't take that one much further than
well, I thought maybe that we could. And I guess we could do whatever we want.
We can if we want to, but
it's Wednesday.
It's all right.
You know what I mean? I went out and I had some stuff I had to do, and
yeah, you relapsed, didn't you? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, on that Blanco.
It just had to run some errands. I'm like, you're doing fucking cocaine.
Yeah. So I went to AutoZone to get an ODB1 reader, OBD1. I had to go get some mashed potatoes for dinner tonight. You were doing fucking cocaine out there, weren't you?
You were having an affair.
Yeah. You were out there snorting coke and fucking other women, weren't you, piece of shit?
Which you've never done.
It's so mean. It's just so fucking evil. Yeah, man.
You were starting another podcast.
Yeah, guys. You were hanging out with other podcasters and comedians and doing drugs and having a cool time. You started.
You're fucking cool because you're opening for people now.
Because you're doing 8 minutes in a fucking comedy club.
Fucking running these 3-minute open mics here. You don't even know. 3-minute clean open mics.
I'm fucking going up and crushing after Scarecrow the comedian.
Dude, he fucking That guy fucking killed. He was awesome.
Yeah.
The Scarecrow the comedian. He was super sick.
Was that guy Craig? Yeah.
Go ahead.
That guy Craig out here I told you about that was like just completely insane. So fucking funny. They let him go up like every mic or whatever, like first. And he's the guy I was telling you about that was like, me and Ash were sitting there. And it was a mic, so it's tough. And he comes up and he's like, when fat people go through puberty, they should say they should call it fattery because they get more fat than pubes. Who knows? I hate doing other comedian. I don't want to do other comedian stuff, but that was his like tag at the end. Everything was just shrugging his shoulders and going, "Who knows?" It was so fucking. It was so awesome, dude. Well, fat people they don't get pubes, so I gotta call it fattery because they don't have a lot of pubic hair. Who knows? It's just like I look over, Ash is crying, I'm crying, the whole fucking audience is going nuts, and then like he was like the first or second comic up at that mic, and then I signed up late, so I bailed. I went to another one. I went to at Sunset where we saw Ben. And he was up there first, running on a completely due set. And, like, only fucking 40 minutes had passed. It was so awesome. He's very funny. Shout out Craig. You won't hear this, but you had me fucking rolling there for a second.
Good for him.
Yeah, I fucking, you know what, dude? Sometimes you get to fucking, a warning light comes on in your car, and all you have to fucking do is you just fucking unplug your whole wiring harness and then erase the code.
That's all there is to it sometimes.
And it goes away. Yeah.
I used to think about just taking out light bulbs.
Yeah, that was one of the. So I fucking my shit was throwing a code. I went to AutoZone and they had an OBD2, which is what everything has, you know. And I was like, "Do you guys have an OBD1 reader?" And the guy was like, "Fucking no." What do you? And I was like, "I got a 1990 Astro out there." He was like, "You can buy one. They're like $30." So I bought one and put it in, and it was like something wrong with the anti-lock brake system, which I didn't even fucking know they were in cars that old. As it turns out, that was like the first generation of ABS. It was fucking like 1990 or whatever, around the time. Anyway, I was fucking around in the forums, and like all the old heads were like, just unplug the whole fucking harness from the computer that controls the anti-lock brake system, and that warning will go away, and your brakes still work. And I was like, dude, that's all I got to do. But I did that, and because I'm me, and because I like feeling like I accomplished something, even though when I did very little, I just like came back in the house and I was like, yeah, you're looking at Mr. Tinkerer. I fixed my brakes. I did it. I went out there with no tools in my phone, and I fixed my whole fucking brake system by unplugging the entire fucking module and just erasing the fucking code or whatever the fuck.
I got rid of the engine knock on my car. I turned my car off.
Yeah.
And it is gone.
Yeah, I fucking took out my motor mounts and the thing just fell to the fucking floor. Took my motor mounts right the fuck out, unplugged the wiring harness, and that engine fell right to the fucking concrete. No more knocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like my truck, it used to have an exhaust leak, but now it does not start, so I don't even have to worry about it.
Yeah. You're like, dude, Jake, I was having a super bad transmission problems, but I just ripped the whole fucking pan out from under it and dropped the transmission onto the concrete and got fluid everywhere and into the grass and the groundwater, and now won't even start. So it's not my problem anymore.
Nah, I just look at it sometimes, and then I work out next to it, and that's a much better system. I get way better mileage that way.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody's like, damn, you're like, yeah, man, I put a gas tank in the C10 like, 8 months ago. Like, damn, dude, did you fucking do like an EV swap or something? Nah, I pulled the transmission out, parked in the backyard.
Nah, honestly, I've been shooting guns at it and shit, so that's been cool.
Yeah, I've been getting something crazy like 8,000 miles to the gallon. How is that possible? You just saw some like crazy solar panel? Like, what the fuck? Nah, dude, I just I've been shooting it with tannerite. I just keep it in the fucking driver's side. Just been blowing the fucker up, but I ain't been driving it too much,
I get good mileage because I put gas in this car and then I drive a different one.
Yeah, I've had the same tank of gas in here for a year and a half, baby. Yeah, man, I barely lost anything. Yeah. Oh man, that's crazy. That fucking. So you just need. Do you just need? You could probably put a fucking like was it like a 460 LE or something, like one of those just like.
No, my whole cooling system is also fucked. Because I went to put coolant in it and it all just fell out of the bottom.
Well, the radiator or out of the coolant reservoir?
I think out of the radiator. My radiator is fucked up.
Is it like an Acme, like a cardboard box? Like no, dude, it's made of metal.
I even put water in it and just all fucking splashed down.
Now, did you put it in? Like you're supposed to put it in the cooler.
Yeah,
in the reservoir, not in the radiator. Now you might have if you have a hole in your coolant reservoir, that's an easy fix.
I put it into the radiator. I put cold water in there while it was like 250 degrees or something. I probably fucking blew up everything.
It just like cracked all the welds.
Yeah. Yeah. But,
dude, it's very funny. It would be very funny if I like brought my tools and just sat out in front of that, for like a couple hours, just to see if I could at least get it to hold coolant. And I look under there, and you had just very clearly cut like a penis-shaped hole in the bottom of the radiator with like a soldering.
It just said, "Fuck you, Jake."
Yeah,
my life will never be good.
I was never meant to have a cool truck, you fucking piece of shit.
I did this to myself.
Signed, Thomas.
Fuck you, Thomas. Signed, future Thomas.
Yeah. P.S. Also, Jake, if you ever come over to work on the truck. P.S.S. Fuck you, piece of shit. Well, no, like, now I'm curious because it's like you're telling me that there was no, like, what amount of time passed from you pouring it into the radiator and then it falling out? Was it immediate?
It was like I might as well have poured it straight on
the ground.
Yeah,
dude. That's so awesome. Well, what the fuck, man? I have to. Oh, man, it's probably not worth looking at, especially if you just don't. If the transmission's fucked in there.
It doesn't turn over at all.
It doesn't turn over either.
It needs a new battery also. So
you just have the shell out there, basically.
It has a battery. It's just I need to jump it. So we'll see about that. But but also before I even jump it, I need to drain all the fluid out because I don't want to run like 2-year-old oil through it.
Two-year-old oil isn't. If you're not been driving it, it's probably. I mean, I guess if it's been sitting for a while,
it breaks down over time. All that stuff.
But
I mean, I might just fucking blow it up. I don't know.
I'm very curious as to how you could have a radiator leak so bad that it just falls on the ground.
Well, I think I basically drove it in third gear, trying to get into fourth for about 15 minutes straight on the freeway.
Right, and that would potentially cause some issues for sure, but I don't know how that would leave you with a hole so big in your radiator that the water just falls out. I mean, I know it could cause some.
Well, I knew it was falling out because it was in a gas station parking lot.
Wow.
And I was buying jugs of water and just pouring them in there, and then they were just splashing straight out.
That was happening to my Crown Victoria for a while. I was having to pull off on the shoulder like in the middle of fucking traffic and do it. Yeah.
So the whole parking lot was all green. I just left. Pretty awesome.
I feel like every time we talk about the C10, you tell me something else that's like.
Oh, it was a brand new gas station also, so brand new parking lot. And it was sloped down hills, so there was like an 80-foot long giant green stain right next to the I pulled straight in, you know.
Yeah. So
it like went from the parking spots right next to the door, down past the gas pumps. Just a giant long green
cool stain. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But I was cool about it. I drove off and I didn't say anything to them.
Yeah. I don't know how many times I've opened my door and hit somebody's car and it's just been a shitty car or like a nice car and I'm like, It's happened to me.
Companies will have to deal with the damage that I cause. Ultimately, I am.
Somebody else will have to answer for this.
Because I mean, ultimately, I am not a responsible person, and I'm not going to take. I mean, I am in some ways, in ways that directly affect me, but stuff like, I mean, freaking. What can you even say, Jake?
Yeah, stuff like having a big hole in your radiator the size of a fucking
that's going to be a business. That's going to be a problem for a business of some kind eventually. That's going to be. Ultimately, that becomes a business decision at some point.
Yeah, for somebody way more well off than me.
Yeah. So or way ultimately, everything I do makes money. Think about that.
Yeah. Well,
all I do every day is I make millions of dollars.
You should.
And when I spend my life savings on a truck and it immediately explodes, that's money in the bank for me.
Dude, honestly, man, I was so surprised it made it to Fort Worth made it to San Marcos from when I moved, and we drove it all around the city. Like it hung in there, and then I think 2 weeks later, which made me feel bad because I was like, this cocksucker did me a favor, and then now his fucking prized truck it's just parked forever in the backyard.
That's okay. It was it's what God wanted for me. Sometimes sometimes God wants pain for you and suffering, but that's okay. And anyway,
if you're listening to this, that means that you do not have a truck. You might, but. If you want to join a community of truck having ass motherfuckers who love having a good ass time and they love being fucking down low freaks, head on over to patreon.com/pendejo time. Toss us a $5. $5 gets you access to a bonus episode a week plus access to the Discord where there's a bunch of fucking truck having ass, sexy ass motherfuckers down there ready to suck your shit bone dry. $10 a month gets you access to all that shit, plus a backlog of video episodes and a video episode every goddamn month. $50 a month gets you access to all that stuff and nothing else. Just do that if you have a bunch of money and you really like the show, but don't do it. That's only for guys who like to do it as a joke. Or to do us a favor, whatever the fuck. I don't give a shit, but it's very nice. We don't have anything to read today. Nothing.
No, nothing to read.
If you're in Austin, I'll be doing stand-up at the Velveeta Room Friday at 8 p.m., Saturday 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. Tickets are at thevelveetaroom.com. I'll be opening up for Mr. Brian Garr. Thanks for having me. I don't even know. Brian might listen to the show. Be there with some other funny motherfuckers.
If you work at the All Sups in Hazel, I'm going to get corn dogs there for breakfast tomorrow, so be ready.
I think I'm going to get a bunch of roller dogs and hang out in the truck for a little bit. For my boss's work truck. Hey, if you are at the Wawa, like 5:30 in the morning on Thursdays, I'll be sitting in the work truck drinking a rain and having a panic attack for sure. Yeah, with a bunch of Honduran guys who think I'm gay.
That's right.
That's right. Hey, thanks, motherfucking piece of shit pizza pussy. Bye.
Thanks. 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 Thanks.